Time to bless the space and get right into it. Hello, everybody. I've been tuning into astrology a little more, a little bit at a time. I'm not an astrologer, but there's a very interesting thing that is going to have our attention in February as the Pluto transit into Aquarius is about to get juicier. Oh man, it left it on this. I don't want to listen to this. So hold on. Since this is live, let's see. What do I want to listen to? So while I'm choosing the music, I didn't realize that I was going to leave it on here like this. I left a link down below that explains more in depth about what's going to happen with the Pluto and Aquarius connection as it affects Mercury, Mars, and Venus. So it's very helpful if you do know where your Mercury, your Mars, and your Venus is placed in your astrology chart. It's very helpful. Do you need to know? Not necessarily, but as I was going to say, it's very helpful if you do. So hopefully I won't have all these annoying freaking commercials while I go through the reading process. But I just wanted to knock this out. I just wanted to get into it, So I am. So I will be live shuffling as well with tarot. Oh, I like this one a lot. Okay. So I'll be using Oracle, and then I'll be shuffling live the tarot to fine tune what I'm looking at with the Oracle cards. Now, first up is Mercury. I'm going to go in order of how they're going to occur during the month. So again, I've left a link down below by the wonderful Molly McCord, which I love listening to her astrology podcasts. I find them helpful. They're not so foreign where I don't understand it. When they get into the degrees and this node and conjunct this trine, and that's when it gets a little much for me. But for the most part, I do understand when I do listen to her in-depth mentions of all these crazy energies. Now, why I wanted to do it live is that though I'm not an astrologer, I pick up on shifts, not even knowing what they actually are. And it always seems to match with what's going on in astrology, what I'm picking up on. But in this case, it's best when you do know where your planets are and in what houses they are in. Let's go beyond your horoscope and your sun sign now, shall we? Learn more about that. Because out of my experience, people are not their sons at all. Out of my experience, when you take apart a person's chart, they're never their fucking sun sign. That's not where the juice is anyway. The juice is right here. Mercury, Mars, and Venus. That's where the juicy shit is, especially the Mars. Ooh, boy. I already know where everything is in my piece of this pie. Damn. Okay. So first up is Mercury. Hello. Hello, everybody. Good evening. I was having this burning read. Because all of a sudden I had this like burst of energy and I don't even have caffeine in me. Well, wait a minute. Cacao is a stimulant, so it does have caffeine. I mean, caffeine derived from coffee. Oh, okay. So let's start off, shall we, with the oracle for the Mercury vibes. So no, even if you don't know where things are in your chart, it's okay. But it's really helpful when you do know, because then you go, oh, at least I do. I'm like, oh man, my Pluto's in that piece of the pie. I never even realized it. I get the sixth from the ninth, the fifth through the ninth house all jumbled up and mixed up for some reason. Just me. But I'm rewiring the brain so I can actually know what those houses are like solidly, because it's very helpful to me personally. So let's see what the tarot has to say, and then I'll tell you what's in front. So far the oracle cards are: any way the wind blows, gong, forever young, oh, forever young, oh my god, 80s flashback, and hit your target. All right, see what the tarot has to say, because that's some messages already. Any way the wind blows, forever young, hit your target. Now this has to do with Aquarius too. So to get the whole explanation, you're going to go, oh, it's going to make more sense when you hear this reading. I'm keeping an eye on it. Oh, it did work? It didn't work? I don't know why that's working or not working. I don't know what it was going to do. Okay. Good. Let's spill the tea here. What is Mercury vibes for February? Mercury vibes, 9 cups, 8 sword. God, the Hierophant. He's popping up a lot. Dude, why are you popping up a lot? Because it's having you say clean your fucking shit up is what this Hierophant is like. No bullshitting around. Clean it up. This is Mercury. Let's see what else is going on. All right. Now for those of you that are challenged with standing for yourself, for voicing your truth, for standing up for yourself, it seems like Mercury with all this Pluto action in Aquarius is going to boost you to start opening your mouth and grow a pair. And if you have a pair, it's going to grow bigger. Any way the wind blows, we'll take it apart right here. So any way the wind blows with Mercury. Interesting, that is of the air, messages, communication. So with this vibe, also is not to take it so damn serious, boring. You know, like when you do job interviews, they can be the most boringest waste of fucking time when they don't know how to interview a person. That's what it feels like. So it's kind of like you get to play the part. You get to play the role. You get to fly your words fancy. It's an art. It's not exactly bullshit. Not like you're trying to bullshit or lie, but throw them in a sass where they know you're not playing around and they know that you're coming from a very powerful place. not from one where you're restricted, because if you felt restricted in any type of communication and shy about these things, it's going to be time for you to start speaking up. Now, you don't have to be a world leader and talk, do public speaking. It's just so you stand up for yourself is what this is about. Like, this is an overthinking with a lot of you and a lot of headiness still. It's really been tough to do these readings since, I would say, last year, but really intensely since fall, because everybody's so goddamn in their fucking head. I go there too, by the way. So that's how come I can talk shit about it, because I do it too. But I catch it quicker. And I know, like, oh, that bitch, you're going to be a little bitch today? Oh, I'll go. Thanks for sharing. Now I'm going to go take a rip now and open my third eye. And you go and play in the playground, get full of mud. So that's what this is feeling like. It's like you've been in the casket too long. You've been behind the scenes too long. You've been unheard way too long. That's up to you if you want to open the mouth, or open other things for that matter. You know what those other things are. Like the Hierophant is like saying, look, you've done all this work. You have what it takes. You have all your tools. Then go through the gates and don't fear. Oh, but that's what Pluto does. It exposes all the fears. It exposes all the nervousness and the anxiety. But it's going to be paired with Aquarius, so it's moving right along. And it's going to light a fire underneath a lot of people's asses, the way I feel right here. You got to come out of that fucking cave. But there's a really fun feeling here with this Mercury as you express yourself. It's a very creative vibe. Aquarius is adding like a lot of creativity, I feel here. It's very colorful, but it's all how you paint yourself. How do you present yourself? What do you say about yourself? Even to how you dress. Are you frumpy as fuck? Are you too tight where these are in your face and this is falling out of your jeans? Are you neutral? Like, what's going on with the body here and how you dress and present yourself? Because look, this is Aquarius we're dealing with. This is, Aquarius is like all about like shining. Not being perfect, being uniquely yourself, but be authentically uniquely yourself. If baggy clothes or tight clothes, there's ways to fit your body where it looks really eye-catching. Believe me, wearing a potato sack is not sexy, and it doesn't have any self-confident vibe at all. The same. So Mercury is saying, speak up for yourself, because it's gonna come at you. Because again, Pluto exposes everything, that little son of a bitch. Instant karma if he has to. But with Aquarius in the party, it's going to be okay. But speak up for yourself. And clean it up with people. If you haven't, clean it up. If you've been the asshole, clean it up. If it wasn't you, then don't expect the other side. Like this whole I need completion, or You say so. Come on, no commercials. I'm going to eye this. Yeah, they made me take my, ad blocker off. My God, everyone gets so offended by every fucking thing. So, there's a way with words. There's going to be a very nice, playful way with words as well, where it's not so damn serious, okay? It's not. Add play is what it's saying. Like, if you can laugh at yourself about certain things, like say, for example, me, I'm always making up words when I talk on live. I can't edit that out. I always make up words. I fumble with words all the time, but I laugh at it because, like, fuck it, that's how it came out. Okay, let me show you the images. I like, oops, come on, cooperate, thank you. Any way the wind blows. Well, well, well. It's already a nice beginning here. It's paired with the 9 of Cups. Look at how pretty. But she has a way with words, though. She's the 9 of Cups for a reason. Not just because she's smiling pretty and looking hot in what she's wearing. Oh, no, no, no. It took some work to be her. How did it become that? Because she has the courage to say whatever the fuck she wants to say about them cups. In the middle, the warning is this right here with the Pluto coming at. Oh, but I'm afraid and oh, that. Enough. Get hold of yourself, forever young. Hit your target. Doesn't have to be perfect. What you're in your head. So shy and oh, I don't. Look what she's holding. Don't give me none of that. Come out of the shell. Come out and play. You can choose this. That's cool. I'm just reading what's here. You can choose all of that. You can choose to hold back and not say anything. I'm just saying that this spicy shit's going to come at us in mid-February. This is the vibe. This is the Mercury vibe. Wow. I'm in. Because when this dude shows up, I'm in, regardless. He's not an easy card. He has been showing up so much. And I shuffle these cards, man. Wow. This is representing Mercury, the communication. Means you're going to be going within. You're going to be cleaning some shit up. And please go through this magic gate. Don't be afraid. Pluto brings up fears, but look at the magic that you can go through. You want to cross over here. You want to go. You're ready. But take heed from the Hierophant here. This is a very powerful tarot. But he's it. Okay, I want to take a break from Mercury now. Well, we shall see. Who knows what's going to come at us in February that is going to force us to speak. Now I really got to, like, I'm going to think about my piece of the pie. I know where my Mercury is. And my Mercury hangs out with Libra. Ooh, oh my God. Some justice is going to come down, I guess. I know the piece of the pie that resides. Any comments so far? I've just got 2 tonight. Oh, it's because of the heady stuff. Yeah, I go through it too. I'm not like attacking or judging because, dude, I think every day I wake up that way. Like, got to drop down to the heart space. It takes some time. But once I do, once I get into it, that's why yoga is very helpful. Yoga is magic to me. The way I practice it and personally teach it. Oh, yeah. Oh, get out. I'll smoke to that. I'll definitely open up my third eye for this one as we move into Mars. Yeah. My Mars is in Leo. Rawr. I'll take all the good news cards. I need it. Oh, this is good news. Oh, I know you personally, you don't have no problem voicing, so you'll be fine. Where's your Mercury though? Where's your Mercury? Where that's going to tell you what you need to voice up or what, like, I don't want to say where my Mercury is. Like, say for example, if your Mercury was in your third house, and say your Mercury is with Libra in your third house, just as example, it's general, right? Well, your third house has to do with communication. Oh, hell. And if your Mercury's in the third house with Libra, boy, oh boy, do you always want justice. Boy, oh boy, to balance that. Your Mercury's in the sixth house in Libra. Oh, you want some justice. Because Libra's justice. You know? And we like negotiate. We're good negotiators. If you've got Mercury with Libra, oh good, you're good with that. You're either good with arguments, not so much like conflicts sometimes, because you know some people, it just depends who you are, like conflict wise or how far you go to, you know, ego wise, right? Come on, I'm waiting for the commercials. Come on, come on, come on, hurry up. Thank you. Where was I going to go with that? Anyways, Libra, yeah, my Libra's in Mercury. If it's in the sixth house, then you're really going to, you have that with Pluto as well, as I think you were saying. That's right. If you didn't see the 12th house Aquarius and Pluto transit video, check that one out. So for you personally, it'll be issues with, not issues, topics, areas that will be as it pertains to that house. So I think the sixth house is your career and health. That's general. There's a lot. It's like saying, you know, the star card is your witch's control. Well, what else about the star card, right? Interesting. I happen to cut the deck right here. So, Mercury. I have a nice Mercury placement. My Mercury is with Libra. So, yeah, I'll fight to the death on something with the other planets I have involved with that, which doesn't even make me seem like I'm a Libra sun. All right, I'm going to open up the third eye, smudge the room again. Beautiful. Mars is next. Where is your Mars? Oh man, my Mars is with Leo. So there's warnings here about the volatility of the fire of Mars. And we already have the Jade Emperor and the King as representing the masculine energy of Mars, which is Princess of Pentacles, 5 Pentacle, 8 Cup, and the sun. Thank you. Sun! Thank you! So everything's going to work out. Although, there will be obstacles. Perhaps flare-ups with monies. Definitely stressors about monies, as the 5 Pentacle is here. And 8 Cup is next to it. And this Princess of Pentacles that sets out in the world here is no match for the Jade Emperor or the King that outweighs the first 3 tarot cards, but it don't outweigh the Sun. The Sun, the Sun, the Sun is the Sun. And isn't it interesting that we have the Sun, as the Sun is the Yang, the male aspect of the Sun and the Moon, right? Very, very strong masculine energy representing Mars in February. What did I just say? Some people are going to be growing a pair, or they're going to be forced to grow a pair, or they're going to be sucking dick instead. As a metaphor, don't get all crazy. Yeah, well, money stress is it's a lot. It's with a lot of people. You're not alone. You're not alone. The world's changing. It's shifting. The energies are shifting with monies. But it's going to even out. It will. But Pluto comes to expose. Pluto comes like a fucking... he's a cabron. Although, I do like the Princess of the Pentacle, which is a page. So no matter what comes at this page, she's like, don't let me fool you. Your status has nothing to do with how much money you have, how much you own. It has nothing to do with that. It'll never will. Belongings. They think money equals power when money is just energy. It's not even a solid thing. It's literally a piece of paper and metal and copper with like an etching on it, you know, and yet it will value like outrageously. Come on, get me my music. Hold up. So she's like, what my foundation is more than that. What Mars exposes here, it has your worth come out like, has a lot to do with Mercury starts it. Makes sense when Leo continues it. It's a fireball. So there is a warning to be cautious of your words and speak powerfully and empoweringly towards yourself, especially. Watch how you kid and say these things, because the mind believes everything it says, literally. And not only that, your body believes it too, and it will stay stored. So I watch what I say, but that's just like a little tidbit here. There is some kind of authority and integrity that you will face. Now it depends what house your Mars is in. But some kind of like, maybe it will be a decision Maybe it'll be like some kind of issue that you will burn once and for all. It comes in somebody's, it depends what piece of the house, right? What house you have, Mars, is what's going to be in your face. Like it's a real, like balls out, like decision, like yes, no. What is it going to be? So the sun can shine. Like there's no mush here. There will be stressors where there'll be decisions and letting go of, or a new mindset. All of this is creating new mindset, by the way. Because if people have fears about speaking about their worth or their truth, there's going to be a new mindset somewhere that has them like, and they just get and do it. This one has more of a leeway, like more like an underlying vibe, like a warning, not an all of a sudden. Although it could happen all of a sudden, because that's life coming at us. But you have visions, though. We have vision with Mars. Mars is about to have a Mars is passionate. Mars like gets us fueled, depending on where your Mars is, of course, and maybe if other things are in that house as well. Mine is in Leo. Say no more. I'm one of the most driven motherfucking bitches ever you can meet. Because if I want something, I'm driven. You better believe I'm going to go get it. But I work at it. It doesn't just fall out of the sky. This is work. More work. If you don't want this stressor in your life, it's going to show you the stressors. That's what Pluto brings up. But with your Mars, you can burn it. You can rise above it and burn it like the phoenix. That's Mars. Because this little girl right here, this princess right here, she has what it takes. And she's like burning inside, oh really? So instead of expressing vocally, this is something where you are in action about it. See, Mercury starts the words. This is the words. This is, you already know who you are with this Mars. You have the Jade Emperor. He's my #1 sexy man card in this deck. In the hot man deck I have, Jade Emperor, he's a badass dude. He knows who he is. He's trained. He's solid. He's good. You don't need to prove shit. He just is. Next to it is the King. Double kings. It's going to really hit heavy. This is going to be a strong February. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it all from this end of the table. Come to me, please. Yeah, someone just found out I had sexy decks, too. That means they have nudity. Oh, wow. How shocking. Anyways, this is the Mars, though. It's so fiery and so sun and yummy. Once this stuff gets worked out of, out after it gets worked out, it just looks to me like just go like this. Burn, bye. Not that easy. Because this is ego stuff and like fiery emotions. Again, depends where you have Mars in your chart and any other planets that may be there influencing along with that. Okay, where is my music? Let me show you the images. See, it's beautiful. Look, we have the dude. I love this Jade Emperor. He's like solid. Knows who he is. You don't want to fuck with this dude. You don't have to do much. He's like fucking beyond Carrie. All he has to think and it happens. Why? He knows his source. He has to say not a thing. He knows his source. He's the king. Double king card. Wow. Woo. That's some fucking male energy right there. Okay, check out this Princess 8KA page of Pentacle. Look at her. Don't let her fool you. Don't let her fool you. It's because you have a new idea about something. It feels vulnerable. But anything's better than this and this. That's either present now, but it will escalate in mid-February, perhaps. Only temporary. Only temporary. Because I like her. She has a really cool vibe. She's unlike a lot of pages in other tarot decks. She's a badass bitch. I love her. She's witchy. I like the hand placement of her hands and arms. I like what she's wearing. She's red. She's passionate. Look at that eyeball on top. Now, when I see the sun, it's the sun. Whatever this is, that is, guys, definitely catches your attention, of course, is only temporary. It's to teach you source. It's really to teach you source. And what a source you have. Mars will expose that. It just makes it a little much when Pluto's in there, exposing all the fears, but this is all creative too. It happens very creatively. Okay. Venus is next. Venus is next. Okay, let's clear the table a little bit. This is fun doing a live. I haven't done a live for a while, where I just can chill and just do a live. Okay. All right, Venus is up. She has 2 oracle cards. Ooh, magical. Thank you. Ooh, thanks. Appropriate. I think we conquered the beasts pretty well. We have Helen of Troy, and she represents beauty in this deck, and it's quite the portrayal, because this deck's funny. It's so Frank Frazetta, like, they make all the chicks all hot and shit, like, you know, no one looks normal. They all look like they've, like, been to the gym for years, and, you know, they have calorie deficits for life. And then Bridget here, I love Bridget. She's very fiery and very healing, as she knows how to deal with the fire that comes. So as soon as the Mars thing hits, here comes Venus with the divine feminine energy of Venus. So where is your Venus? What house is in your Venus? Who's partnered with Venus? My Venus is in Virgo. Who are you? You better have a fucking brain. And talk more about... Oops. I was going to say something and it's like, nope, don't go there. I'm like, okay, I won't. Okay, one more. We go to Venus land, yes? fact, speaking of Venus, she needs more flowers. So let's give Venus some flower here. These are badass bitches cards, but I like the fact that that wave of fire that comes in is good because it's actually healing. It will be healing for us. We also have the Lady of the Deck, and she's everything. She's the Empress, the High Priestess, all the queens, like the Sibyl. She's the Oracle. She is the Madame of the deck. And when you get the picture or the box cover or the person of the deck, right, it's even stronger. So Venus is going to come in and I feel balance things out. But don't get me wrong, Venus is very intense. As you do realize, people can't live on Venus, but they can live on Mars. What does that say? All right. Get in there. What does the tarot have to say about this, though? What does it have to say about the Venus thing? Woo! It's like this bitch is all bring it, like, but she has a beast, like a bodyguard in back of her, like somebody like in back of her supporting her. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I just love the fact that the Madame of the box is here. Okay. I like it. My card shows up on the table as usual. And you know what card that is? I'll give you, if you follow me and you listen to a lot of my readings, what is the card on the table? Or at least one of the four. Tell me what it is, because I'm looking at it right now going, fuck yeah. Now, depending on where Venus is in your chart, Lordy. No one wants to say what my card is? For shame. All right. Oh. Oh. You're very close. Like when you said Queen of Swords, that's more like describing me. What is the card that always shows up on the table, though? The card? Holy shit. Anyways, it's here, and it's underneath the Madame. Okay, so we have the Fool, which is called the Sacred Clown in this deck. The 10 Cup. What's my big dick energy card? The Ace of Wands. And this is in Venus. So, it's the feminine energy that comes in. That has that really heavy Mars, masculine, in your face and month, she comes to make it even more fiery, but balances it out where it brings more. There's definitely more balance. There's more intrigue in people meeting, especially. There will be healing. Now, if the Ten of Cups is underneath Brigitte, which is her fire is bringing much healing, and they're in abundance, and they're in yay. You should see the cat here and the bird, and everything's good. Everything's good. The abundance is well. So, what house is your Venus in will tell you where your abundance is well, where healing is coming into that area, where you've had the courage to face it through Pluto stuff and Mars and maybe the Mercury part, because this is the card of the Fool, and it's very like, I'm ready to. I'm ready. I'm loving life. I'm being in my abundance. I'm pretty much being me. Definitely a Fool card, which is a sacred clown, and it has a big ball of what? Sun. This is so. February is going to be very fiery. And it's also the year of the dragon, which starts in February 10th. My God, everything's gonna freaking be fired up. Although it's wood dragon. It's the wood dragon, the wood element of this year. That means it's gonna be grounded, and fire can burn on top. That means that things are gonna be like anchored and happening. It's gonna come alive. It's gonna start happening. To me, when the Chinese New Year happens, or that particular calendar, that's when the year for me really does begin. It makes sense. Why would you? The Gregorian calendar start. The New Year starts in the middle of winter. That don't make sense. Anyways. This Venus is a lot of fun. This is juicy. Okay. Okay, so here's the first card. And it's called Beauty, Helen of Troy. Yeah. Well, if you take the words, they add to, the reading and all, but look at the expression more. Like, look at this bitch. She's like, look at this dude in back of her. Look at her slave. Look at her bodyguard. Look at her employee. Wait a minute. Let me do something here. Oh, hold up. Oh, excuse. Okay, sorry. Hold up. All right. And isn't this like really interesting? Because it's with the Fool. I like this Sacred Clown, aka Fool card. Because look at the attitude with these cards. Look at the attitude with this. I like the Venus fucking juicy energy here. And then we have the Brigitte, right? The healing. She's all, hey, I can cool off the fire. Fire's not bad. Right, sister? Right. We got this. We made it through Mercury and Mars and Pluto doing everything, starting it up, right? I love seeing this. I'll take it. It makes sense because on the bottom of this one is the 10 cup. And I think they're doing pretty good. Look at the cat. I like her vibe. But really, the magic is this row right here. I'm so glad I did this reading. I'm so glad I tapped in to this. Now I'm gonna dive into my chart so I see it, in front of me and then see this. She's the Madame of the card deck. She's everything. Look, there she is. Take those chances, take those risks, jump in, do it. Don't, and if it isn't the choice that you wanted, then choose something else. Then spin the wheel again. I'd say some people are gonna start hooking up. And not hooking up like, oh, like, let's go hit Tinder. I'm talking on soul level. I'm talking about mirrors. Very like-mindedness. Very passionate. Very, the chemistry's just out of control. I like the Venus vibe. Don't you, if you're watching? I love the Ace of Wands. It's my favorite fucking suit. It's my favorite ace card. It's even above the court to me. The ace is a mighty card in the card deck in card games for sure. So this is what I have. This is what showed up. This. I'm going to leave it on my table. I'm not going to eat. I'm going to leave these cards on my table so I could look at it. And I'm going to take a picture and probably do like a reel with these. I don't know. But Venus, man. Just saying. I'll be back soon. So now I can bless my third eye as much as I please, as strong as I please. See you later. Have fun in February, but I'll be back for more. Because I definitely will be doing a reading for the Year of the Dragon for sure, but I'll be back before then. I have the Animal Clinic podcast. I have the After Yoga Class Sunday reading. There's I'm going to track. I'm tracking this one. I'm interested. It got my attention. I hope it has yours. It was fun. I'll be back soon.